Welcome to Conversations in the Closet. I am here, Teresa Romer, with my infamous co-host, Michael Pierce.
Hello, y'all.
So we are making it through January. It's like the new year, 2017, but you know what's carrying on into 2017 from 2016?
My fabulous good looks and your great taste.
Well, besides that,
do tell.
I think the same thing that's rolling into this year that was still going on last year is yours and I's desire to be famous.
Oh, I do desire for you to be famous, but you're already famous. What's left?
No. So you and I, we love being famous. We love being well known. And you and I are constantly being sought out by different producers, whether it be, reality TV shows or talk shows or whatever, co-hosting things and whatnot. And I'm trying to find out, I know for me what it is, but I'm trying to find out from you, what drives you to want to be famous, Michael?
Did you just read the last text I sent? Is that why? Is that how this topic came up? Y'all don't know this, but Teresa and I have a running text, and I just announced that I got a call from a producer asking about a show. I'm like, Lord, where's it coming from? I got to learn about this. So as I said, mine stems from a midlife crisis. I really think that's what's all coming from. I'm like, Lord, I only got a few minutes left on this earth. Let's freeze it while the hair is still on my head and I can fake looking pretty. Now's the time to get on TV before I look like Gollum. That's what you're saying.
Well, and I think it's funny because you say yours came from a midlife crisis, and I think mine comes from childhood.
Oh, okay.
I think mine stems from way back.
So tell me, what do you mean?
Well, I think mine comes from not getting enough attention as a child. Mm-hmm. And so I'm still seeking that attention.
So I can relate to that. I'm the youngest of 5, and I honestly believe that when my mom got to the 5th kid, she basically just gave up and said, you know what, raise yourselves, like hug that one. I'm too tired.
I mean, like, I don't know. I was a middle child, but yet I don't know. My parents never had enough attention for us, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself on why I thrive for attention. But I realized it growing up. I realized that, okay, are we starting over or what are we doing here? I'm getting confused.
I don't know. I was asking because I can hear the echo when I talk too. Because that entire thing I said, I don't hear it now, but earlier all I could hear was the echo.
I don't know if I am able to use these headphones on this thing.
Mm.
When Michael talks, it echoes. Okay, I plugged my headphones in, but nothing's happening.
Testing. Richie, I would go ahead and turn the live off so it doesn't just run, and you want to start a new one that we can start when she figures it out. I don't know if it's just easier for you to edit or not. We can be live, okay. All right.
Let me see what we can get going here.
I can tell when you put the headphones in because I hear the echo even just when you're talking in the house. I live in a small shack, so I don't have that problem.
Shit. You're so full of shit. I keep hearing a clicking sound. What is that? Your pen?
No. That was my nervous click. Yes, that was me. The other thing you can do is you can use Google Hangouts on your phone, and these headsets actually plug into the phone. And you can do it mobile, but then you just have to hold the phone.
So how come I can't get this headset to work on this stupid,
Are you plugging in the right hole? And then I haven't said that since my last date with a woman.
Well, gosh, how many holes are there?
Well, women are a lot more than men. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I've only got one hole for a headset.
Yeah, that would be it. And it doesn't go in because it's the same pin.
No, I went in, but I don't see anything happening.
That's weird. It should automatically mute your external speakers.
Right.
It
says Beats Audio.
Which is the headset.
You can use the headsets on the computer. It has to be on the right hole. Yeah. We know it has to be on the right hole.
Dating advice from Richie. That's a whole other different topic.
So why is it not doing it? Come on, really?
Do you want to try the phone?
Don't I have to download shit and everything else on the phone?
I have Google Hangouts as an app. I don't know if you have to download it though.
I can't carry this computer to the other room, Richie. It's like my main computer. Oh, I thought I had Google Hangouts on here. Who the fuck would it be? God damn it. Okay, Richie, I know. I'm trying to go to the store to buy one, so get off my ass here. God.
Apple, Mac. So
I'm just echoing in this room? Is that the problem?
No, you sound fine. The problem is when I talk, he hears me coming back. So it sounds like I talk over myself and it completely negates it.
So what if you took your headset off?
Well, the problem is it's my voice coming through your computer. Right, Richie? Am I wrong? So every time I talk, you hear me talking to the mic and then you hear me talking through your computer.
So if I turn the volume down, will that help?
That helps. Will you still be able to hear when I speak?
I don't know. Let's try this. Let's unplug this damn thing. Let's try it for a minute.
All right, let's see. My baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR. I'm so broke I don't have a baloney that has a first name anymore. That's better? Okay. Do you want us to start over there, boss? Ah, my mic is caught.
Okay, why can't I get this stupid thing off my computer? I don't know. I guess I'll just have that over your face. Okay, are we starting over?
What's on my face?
This Beats Audio thing. I don't know what the hell it is. Okay, let's do this. Ready? 5, 4, 3. Oh, he's counting us. Welcome to Conversations in the Closet. I am Teresa Romer here with our infamous co-host Michael Pierce.
Hello, y'all.
Yeah, how are you doing? We are going like crazy into 2017.
Yes. What's going on in your 2017?
Well, just anything and everything. But you know what? I feel like the one thing that's carried into 2017, we had going on in 2016. And I think that's amazing because I think in 2016, we were just like rolling and gaining speed and building the steam. And now I think in 2017, it's just going to break wide open.
I had that happen once after I had a gas station burger.
Well, I'm talking about something a little different than that.
Okay.
I'm talking about yours and I's desires and wants of wanting to be famous.
Oh, we're on that old chestnut.
Yeah.
Do you want to be famous?
I've always wanted to be famous. I can remember back when I was a little girl, I would look at these actors and actresses on TV and I was just mesmerized by them. And, I've always listened to people say, yeah, I knew when I was like 7 years old, I wanted to be an actor. And I was like, I don't think I ever pinpointed it to the point that I wanted to be an actor or an actress. That wasn't the thing, or even a singer. It was just that I wanted to be famous. I didn't know what I wanted to be famous for. I just wanted to be well known and famous. And so I think that also stems from the fact that I didn't get a lot of love and attention from my parents when I was small, even as an adult. But I don't know. I would look at these big, huge, humongo homes and swear I was going to live in a mansion someday and just be famous and well known. But then again, that also brings up the question of how famous. Do you just want to be famous in your neighborhood? Do you just want to be famous in your town? Do you want to be famous all over the United States, or do you want to be famous internationally? Like, at what level of fame do you want to be? So I want to throw that question back at you, Michael. Like, how famous do you want to be?
I'm already Insta-gay famous, so I'm done. Like, I've checked the box. I'm over it. I don't know. I think I can relate to you. I remember being younger and thinking, like, how great it'd be famous. And you had these sort of like idols on TV and how amazing and fabulous their life would be. I think that has changed as I get older, and you kind of appreciate what the price of that is and how it comes. But I can kind of relate to that sort of, maybe you didn't get enough attention. I was the youngest out of 1 out of 5. And so I was constantly craving external validation. So much so that I told my husband on our first date, I'm like, and this is when I was really pretty, I'm like, you can play with all this all you want, but just realize I require constant, immediate attention. And if I don't get it, I will act out like a spider monkey. And to this day, I still do. So I was upfront and told him, like, needs lots of attention. But I want to ask you, did you ever go into acting or any of that stuff when you were younger? Like, what avenues did you try? Because we all try different ways to getting that attention that we don't get elsewhere.
Right. And like I said, you listen to the stories of some of the famous people nowadays, and, a lot of the kids started out, they knew really young that they wanted to be actors and actresses, and they started out on the Mickey Mouse Club. And, you can look back and see Justin Timberlake and all of those young kids, Britney Spears, you can see all of them actually becoming famous back when they were in the Mickey Mouse Club and stuff. And then so it just followed, and so, or you listen to actresses and they talk about, the schooling that they've had. I have none of that. I have had none of that. I haven't been in the Mickey Mouse Club. I haven't taken acting classes, none of that. And to this day, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be famous for. I love the camera. I love being on camera. I don't know if that means I'm supposed to be on a reality TV show. I don't know if it means I'm supposed to have a talk show. I don't know if it means I'm supposed to co-host something. I don't know. And I remember a couple years ago, I kind of became famous because of my big, huge closet and everything. So, I don't, is that the extent of my famous right there? I don't know. Now Kim Kardashian became famous off of a porno flick, so I'm hoping that it's just not the closet thing and that's the end of it. I'm hoping the closet thing was my launching pad, and now we go into, the next level. I don't know, but I'm just trying to figure out what stems your desire from wanting to be famous, and to what level of famousness do you want it to go? Do you want to get off of an airplane in London and be recognized?
Oh, who wouldn't want that? I think all that sounds fabulous, but I don't know that's a driving force for me, actually, because I don't have like an end goal. If I was in my 20s and big starry-eyed kid, this would be a totally different conversation. I would pack up and move out to LA and chase that dream and try like all the other Boulevard of Broken Dreamers out there. But I'm not in my 20s. I'll just say I'm not in my 20s. If the gray hair doesn't tell you. So it's a very different world for me now. And now I think it's more about opportunities that come up that are exciting. And for me, I will give anything a shot, especially things that scare me or out of my comfort zone, if it checks 1 of 3 boxes. If it's fun and I might enjoy doing it, if it pays, you got to pay some coin, or it somehow gives back and makes me feel good, like in a charity component. If you check more than those, great. And I'll try anything, because I want to have life about being memories and experiences. So to me, the TV thing is just another whole crazy experience. So I love it. But I'm okay. I don't know that if it happened, fabulous. I'm not going to say, no, please don't make me famous. But if it doesn't, I'm okay in that arena too. I just want to have a good time and be content when I have my last breath.
Right. But, you brought age into the picture here. And, I want to bring up the fact that the man that created McDonald's was 52.
Oh, I got some time
So-
then. Yes.
So, this man didn't even, he invested in McDonald's and became, famous with McDonald's, but he didn't start that till he was 52. Now you also look at Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers was a struggling comedian, and the Hollywood, I want to say, had kind of blackballed her for quite some time after a stint with Johnny Carson and whatnot. And it took her to reinvent herself in her 50s to come up with, that "what are you wearing on the red carpet" thing.
It's so funny that you pick Joan Rivers, because she's one of my sort of idols for a lot of reasons, and it's not because of her fame and how funny she was, though she was just the meanest woman. I miss her dearly. At least her comedy was mean. It's that exact story that she got there after her husband committed suicide, and it was, oh, what do I do now? And having to say, okay, well, I've gotten a few laughs, I've got some attention here, and getting out and pulling herself up. And then she was where she was because she had the perfect formula. She had the desire, she had the work ethic, and she had the right breaks. And so that's what I struggle with now, because I didn't get the attention that I have now when I was in my 20s. I'm getting a lot more opportunities that come up to me now at this age group, which are really exciting things. But it's scary because in your 20s, you're invincible. Like, you live in the now. Now in your 40s, you're like, I got kids, I got a mortgage payment, I got a day job. So it's a lot scarier now. I don't know. You see, you're in a better spot because you've sort of, I think one of the really big benefits of being at your level is you have a lot more freedom to chase these things. And so you can be smart about where you're going. So I think you can be much more methodical. Me, I'm like, you let me show up at a Piggly Wiggly, I will cut that ribbon and I will pose with a pig. I don't care. I'll give it a shot. I'm like, sure.
But I'm just saying, Joan Rivers created the 4 famous words, "what are you wearing?" And that became so famous on the red carpet that actually turned the red carpets into almost more of a production than the actual show itself, whether it be the Emmys, the Oscars, or whatever, And so, Joan Rivers, clear up into her, 70s and 80s, was way more famous than she was in her earlier years. And another person that is even more famous now than she was in her earlier years is Betty White.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this woman's 95 and she's rocking and rolling like no tomorrow. I mean, like, it is amazing, So I don't always think you have to put a limit on your age on fame,
No, I don't think you do either. I think the traditional agents and Hollywood set that they still have this mindset that you're not marketable. I mean, you and I have had how many conversations with producers. Oh, she's too old. I mean, she's 25, you freaking fool. But I think that has changed, especially now in this digital age of immediacy. I want to push back and you ask a question, though. You asked how famous you'd want to be. What to you is a marker of success that you have achieved fame? Like, we all have markers that we achieve and then we reach for the next one. I know you're like me, that you're very goal oriented. What is the next rung that you would want to reach for? Like, okay, I've achieved that level now. Is it?
See, and that's just it. It almost comes along the lines of wealth also. Somebody's like, okay, I'm going to really know that I finally made it when I make my first million.
Yeah.
Well, then you reach your first million and you're like, okay, I need more. I want to make 50 million. I mean, like, so there's so many different levels of fame and so many different levels of wealth. You think you're wealthy when you reach 1 million, but then you want to reach 50 million, and then you want to reach 100 million, and then you want to be a billionaire. I mean, like, so when is it finally enough? And the same thing comes with fame. I so would like to be able to, like I mentioned earlier to you, come off of an airplane or walk through an airport or just, I don't know, be walking somewhere in New York or just anywhere besides Houston and be recognized.
So it's interesting that you bring up wealth too, because I think fame and wealth are two drastically different goals and achievements, because they're not necessarily hand in hand. There's a lot of people who are known and famous who don't have a lot of money. There's a lot of on-air talent that they say, well, you get the perks of being famous, since you get a lot of other side things. I dated TV people that don't make a lot of money, and there are a lot of insta-famous people, like in social media and other areas, who are well known, but you're not making money. I can't tell you how many phone calls I get. Oh, I want you to do this. What does it pay? It ain't paying. Well, then you need to be calling, because it's not going to be me. Like, right. I'm not doing it all for free anymore. No, I'll do it for charity, but I'm not making you making money off of me. So I don't know.
And it's just amazing, the people that are chasing fame, they'll do anything and really almost not even get paid for it. Just like, when they did the Gucci Mane music video here in my home, I found out a lot of those video women, politely putting it, that's not what they were called, but most of them got, they were here for like 13 hours or more, and a lot of them got paid $50.
You're
And I
kidding.
thought to myself, there is I could have went to McDonald's and flipped burgers and made more money than that. And just to be in a music video with a famous person and shake your booty for $50, I'm sorry, So that just goes to show you at what drastic measures people go to be filmed, even if they're not really getting paid.
All right, sort of on topic. I don't know if it's like an anniversary thing, but my DVR is loaded with Charles Manson stories. And I did not know this. Did you know that the reason he sort of split is he had a desperate desire to become famous? He actually tried to become a recording artist. And the reason he went to that house and killed everyone was he was trying to get back at a producer that wouldn't sign him. And that's where he had met the producer. So his desire came out of a sort of an abusive, background and all these horrible things that led up to him. But he was desperately trying to get that validation. He was actually really close to becoming famous. He was hanging out with like big recording bands at the times and producers and at all the right clubs, and it just didn't happen. And when he didn't get that, he snapped. So let's hope we don't quite go to the Manson level. I guess is my message. If it doesn't happen, don't go murder anybody.
Right.
But fame for him, he was like, I don't care if I'm infamous or famous. He got the cameras on him for the wrong reason, and he's one of the most notorious and well-known people to this day.
So backing up to the question, then, you want to be famous. Well, what would you use that? When or if or how much fame you get? What platform are you going to be using? I mean, like, are you trying to get famous so that you can promote a certain platform, or are you just out there to promote your ego?
So I really do think a lot of my stuff of these is opportunities coming up. People see you, they sort of like you, they come around. And I think I entertained it more because I was spiraling out of control with a midlife crisis. I had my midlife crisis early. The gray hair set in. In the gay world, when you're 20, you're old. So like to most of them, I'm already dead, a fossil. So that sort of spurred it earlier. And so the more these things came up, I think that spurred part of it for me. I don't know that I have anything that I really desperately want to seek out of. For me, I like promoting something else. I like doing something good. And I like laughing. I have the biggest joy out of these messages that I get. And I get them almost daily from people who read Facebook posts and say, I'm in chemotherapy and I'm laughing my ass off at the stuff you said. Or I will be in the grocery store and someone that I've never met before comes running up and said, you're the funniest person I know. And I'm like, I live for that stuff. So I like the interaction part of getting that positive part with people. That to me is the fun part. I love getting known. I love people coming up and saying, can I have a photo with you? Don't get me wrong, but.
So have you ever considered being a stand-up comedian?
God, no. Although that was my hook. That's why I asked if you did the acting thing, because when I was younger, I went in to try acting and I went on stage and I learned I am a horrible actor. Horrible actor. I'm great on reality TV, horrible actor. But the first time I got a laugh was when I was young, and it was because I made fun of my brothers and sisters. And I learned I could be really sarcastic and mean and cut someone, and I got a lot of laughs. And so that sort of fostered earlier my defense mechanisms.
So my question is like, how long do you try to fulfill that dream? So like, let's go back to me as a kid. Mm-hmm. Here I was a little kid, 8, 9 years old. I'm thinking I want to be famous because I see all these other famous people and I see what comes along with their fame. They live in these big mansions and they drive these beautiful luxurious cars and they go shopping and they belong to country clubs. So now on my checklist, I've got all that. Ding, 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 ding,
yeah.
ding, ding, ding. But I don't think still to this day, I still don't think I'm famous. And I'm still trying to be famous. I've got all the other things in that package checked off, the mansions and the beautiful cars and the furs and the shopping and the country clubs and all of that. But what is still missing with my fame? Like what's finally going to fulfill that fame category for me?
So I agree. There actually is a void or a hole that you're sort of chasing. I kind of feel that too. I think I've sort of split from that because I desperately chased that a while ago. For me, I don't know that I'm chasing fame anymore. I think it's exciting and it's alluring and it's dazzling, But to me, that's not the end goal anymore. Like, I'm kind of happy if I end up staying where I am. I'm happy as long as I have these fun opportunities. So I don't know. I'm different in that respect. And I guess it's because if I didn't have the kids, I would have a very different answer. I would probably be saying the exact same thing. And maybe when my kids are gone and out of the house at college, maybe it'd be different. But right now, I'm being more of a conservative dad, and it sucks.
Well, I don't want to necessarily say I'm chasing fame.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm chasing anything. Like, I'm just doing my life. I'm just doing my thing. But I just still feel that there's so many parts of the world that don't know me yet and don't know what I can do yet and what I can bring to the table.
I get that. I get that. It's the box you haven't fulfilled. You're very much a goal-oriented person. And I think this is the one thing out of a laundry list of things that any other person like, oh, holy hell, I have achieved like years ago that you've already achieved. This is the one that you haven't achieved. And I think that's it. It's a goal for you because it's something you said, I can do that. And you haven't quite checked the box in your mind. That's why I'm curious what the measurement for you of fame is. Because you have
because I sit there and look at it and I'm like, okay, I'm a clothing designer. Good God. I've designed women's clothing, contemporary clothing, and now I'm into fitness wear. So I'm a clothing designer. I've just written my third book. I'm an author, for God's sakes, I've won bodybuilding titles. I've won beauty pageant titles. I've owned health clubs. I sat there and I look at the different things I've done in my life and what I've achieved, and it's far more than most people will ever achieve. And yet I still feel like there's something I haven't done yet, and so I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm trying to think of the takeaway. The takeaway is, I always feel that people need to chase their dreams. God, don't quit chasing your dreams. Till you die, don't quit, because I think there's always the chance and the opportunity to fulfill your dreams.
I just wonder what that dream really is, though. I wonder what that dream really is. Because I think even if you were to step off a plane and were become incredibly famous or known, like when the closet went viral, you were globally known for that closet. And a lot of Germans are mad about it. You have a huge following in the German community. So you're known globally. You have that to some extent. So I think there's just that hole that's always going to have you reaching for the next level. I think you're very much a driven working person. It's always going to be different. And I don't know that I wouldn't say you chase fame either. I think you try to push yourself and to see how far I can go, how successful I can be in any arena. I've already proven I'm successful financially. I've already proven I'm successful in a charitable arena. Let's try this one. Now, this is a challenge that most people can't break. Damn it, I'm going to break it. I think if I'm just guessing, I would think that is your driver.
Right, because I have been in Antigua and been recognized because of my closet. I've been in LA and recognized because of my closet. I've been in New York and recognized. So I do get recognized around the world wherever I go. Oh, you're that closet lady, But I think I just want to be known for something other than the closet lady.
Yeah. I love that you said it's your platform. I think that sprung you to give you a platform to be looking at other things. You've had a lot of amazing opportunities that come up. You get to do really fun, cool stuff as a result of getting that notoriety. Sorry, my dog is coming to try and make up.
Yeah, and just 2 days ago, I was asked if I would want to be a co-host with Dr. Oz while he's in Houston doing this big medical thing, and I was like, oh my God, are you kidding? Heck,
that's awesome.
And my name was thrown into the hat, and I didn't get it, but just to be considered for that was amazing. I felt very honored that I would even be considered for that. So there's always stuff being tossed in my direction, same as you, and
that's
I love doing the things that we do together because we're involved in a lot of stuff together. And I don't know, I think a person should continue to chase their dreams and their desires, and because you never know what's going to happen in life.
That's your takeaway. Think about all the amazing, exciting things that are going on right now that weren't going on 5 years ago. And all these other low points of your life. In your 20s, you had exciting things happen. In your 30s, you had exciting things happen. In your 40s, you had exciting things. Every year of your life, there's always something exciting happening. If you're open to it, you put in the hard work, and then that makes the opportunity. That's your takeaway.
You are so right.
I know. I'm not just a pretty face with a receding hairline and really great shoes.
See, guys, I just don't have Michael on here because he's so damn pretty.
There's a reason this is a podcast and not a video
He's
cast.
pretty
People.
and he has a brain.
But don't tell people. Yeah.
So with that said, people, continue to chase your dreams, continue to go after those goals and those desires, because you know what? That is what keeps us young, and that is what keeps us going, and that's better than the alternative, right? So make sure
Amen.
you get out there and check us out on social media. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. Of course, check out my YouTube page. It's amazing. It's fun. Make sure you subscribe. And next week, we're going to have some amazing information going on. So you're not going to want to miss next week. It's going to be fun. So with that said, I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and we will catch you next week.